Okay, well, Rich here, another week, another viral challenge, and this week I'm taking you back to school, but more on that in just a second. Last week's competition, how many backflips could you do in 1 minute? We had a staggering 29 entries in total, quite close, 4 out on there, and there is a link to all the videos of everyone entered in the description below this video. Now, I said there would be one winner for the outside, and one winner for the inside. And outside with a score of 36 we have Jax RC, and indoor we have Phil RC with a score of 40. As usual, if those two winners would contact me via the Driftomaniacs Facebook page, send me a private message on there. Do not put your email or contact details in the comment section below this video, please. Anyway, many thanks to everyone that entered this week. Couple of special mentions. One is 3x7 outdoor. If anybody has not watched the video that they shot last week, it is absolutely outstanding. If you've been feeling a bit down because of the virus thing, watch that video because because I guarantee it will bring a smile to your face. And I would also say, while we have the two winners there, special mention to Peter Guttridge, whose little boy came up with a roadside RC level of rule bending on there. So Peter, please get in touch with me as well via the same Driftomaniacs Facebook page, as I would like to send your little boy something, because that was just absolutely outstanding effort. Well, with the winners out of the way, we'll get straight down to business with this week's challenge. So what are you going to need? Well, you're going to need an RC car for a start, but it can be anyone that you choose to. So anybody at all can enter this, but slow and steady may win this rather than something that necessarily wants to pull a wheelie, which may not end well for this challenge. You're going to need a tape measure or some other means of measuring out 15 foot. Now ideally, you want a nice level surface that's nice and smooth for doing this challenge, so it would be one that's ideal for doing indoors or outdoors or even across your garage. That's why it went with a length of 15 feet on there, to make it achievable for as many people as possible to enter. So what is this week's challenge? Well, I'm going to be taking you back to school with this excellent challenge. Excuse the pun, but you will become apparent in just a minute. So what else are you going to need besides your tape measure and your RC car? Well, you're going to need just one object to drive around at the end of your 15-foot marker. So all you've got to do is drive up, round the marker, and back again. Fastest time wins. But of course, in the traditional Driftomaniacs way, Richie does like to put a little twist on these things. And instead of we're going to take you back to school, the other week I had to explain to my European and British friends what American skee ball was. This week I'm having to explain to the rest of the world what the humble British egg and spoon race is. Now, I said I'd have to explain the egg and spoon race because when I asked my friend John from Fox City yesterday, was this something they did in American schools, and he went, no Rich, definitely not. Okay, when I was at school, on like sports day, they would have, say, your entire class lined up and you'd have to do a 100-yard dash with an egg on a spoon, hard-boiled one. If it dropped off the spoon, you had to stop and pick it up. Fastest person to the finish with the egg still on the spoon wins. That's right, because in this video you are going to have to get your car around that one marker in the fastest time possible with an egg and spoon, and the egg is cooling down in this cup as we speak. So the challenge is to keep the egg on the spoon. Every time it falls off, you will have to stop the car. You can pick it up as many times as you want and put it back on there, but the car has to be stationary. You can't keep the car going and you can have someone else pick the egg up for you, but you have to stop the car every time the egg falls off. So you can't carry on going to the end of the course and your friend comes and puts the egg on and wins like that. No, can you stick the egg down on there? And I will require you to do this in one continuous shoot, where I can see you put the egg on at the start and take it off at the finish, should anyone get around without dropping the egg. But I am thinking of a little twist to this challenge, but let me have a think on that. More on that in a minute. I want to see you put the egg on at the start of the video, and I want to see you taking the egg off at the end of the video to make sure it's not stuck on. Anyway, before I take you outside to show you what we've got to do this week, I would just say there is a little line of text which I need you to put in your title of the video of your video challenge entry, and also another line of text which I require you to put in the first 3 lines of your description. And to enter, you must post the link to your video as a comment below this one. Otherwise, I do not know you have entered. As ever, I will share every video that is posted. So let's head outside. I mean, how hard can this thing be? This week's challenge, you're going to need a tape measure or some way of measuring out 15 feet precisely. That's going to be your start line. Now, and one object to drive around can be anything: roll of tape, spare battery, spare RC car, etc. Put that down at the 15-foot. Ideally, you want to be doing this on a nice, smooth, level surface, but we have to work with what we've got. You could probably easily do this inside your house or inside the garage in there, because I would like as many people to take part in these challenges as possible. So I didn't want to make it 20 feet this time, because not everybody has maybe got the space, but you probably have got the space in most people's houses. Well, I've got my hard-boiled egg. One thing I would say is, particularly at the minute, anybody can enter this video, anybody's kids can enter the video, but if you are a child, I would ask that you ask an adult to hard-boil the egg for you, because the last thing I want is somebody burning themselves that badly and having to go to the ER room, emergency room, as that is the last place you want to be at the minute. So that's my only advice on boiling the egg, so silly as that sounds. 6 minutes, the thing should be absolutely rock solid. Now, when it comes to the spoon, I don't want people going crazy and having a spoon that the thing simply cannot rock out of at all. The emphasis on this is your skill in keeping your driving nice and smooth. So I would just say a dessert spoon or a large salad serving spoon, but I don't want something that's ridiculously dished on there. Hope that makes sense. Eggs on board, let's get outside. Okay, so as I said, no cheating, so I don't want to see any sticky tape or anything like that on the egg. At the start of the video, you have got to be seen putting it on. Set your timer. And off we go. You're free to walk behind the car, which is going to help you pick up the egg faster. Now, I have practiced this a few times. It is not quite as hard as I thought, but you want something with a reasonable steering radius, and it's better to be continuously moving. He says, can we get a bit of speed on there? Come on, Rich. I had to pick the one crawler with the turning circle of a barn door. Okay, yeah, now we can, once you get the speed on there, you can run nothing at home. Over the line, stop. Hey. 39 seconds. I did it in 30 in practicing it earlier, but I then want to see people lifting the egg off at the end of the video to prove there has been no tomfoolery with it. That's simple. Like I said, how hard can it be? Well, I'm sure we will have some fun along the way. Now, there's a little further twist I've been thinking on for this challenge, so let me go back inside and explain. So there we have this week's challenge. I feel that's something that just about everybody out there can do. You can see where I said you're not necessarily going to want a car that pulls a huge wheelie, because otherwise the egg is just going to go firing up in the air, a bit like this. And I did say I'm going to put a little twist on this. I would suggest using the hard-boiled egg. However, as a bonus, if you use a real egg and you get right the way around the course, I will allow you to knock 2 seconds off your time, which could be the difference between winning the prize or losing. But to prove the egg is real, you've got to take it off the car and crack it against your forehead or your friend's forehead. Don't mind really, but it's got to be seen in one take, so I know that that's the egg that's been around on the car. And I am wondering how many people will give that a go, because I think it is a viable option if you want to win this. And speaking of win it, this week there is just going to be the one prize. So the fastest time around. You're going to be able to use, as I say, any car you want, and anybody can take part in this competition whatsoever, wherever you are in the world. And you can enter as many times as you like on there. Prizes, as ever, the winner will have a choice of a 2S LiPo or a servo. And if anybody's wondering why I'm not giving out huge prizes, I have a list of about 10 to 12 of these challenges out, because I have a feeling that we're going to be doing this for quite a few more weeks as yet, and it obviously all adds up over a period of time. Anyway, read the rules in the description below this video and get boiling those eggs. Over to you, guys and girls. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.